Yo, what is good, everybody? It's Crypto 101 coming to you guys with another video today, and I'm talking about a project that's getting a lot of traction behind it as of recent. So I want to bring this video to you because this is going to be more so a 101. As Crypto 101, it only makes sense to do a video like this for Carol protocol. So this has been blowing up recently. A lot of people have been creating content around this protocol because it has been doing some pretty great things, and the daily dividends and passive income that you're getting from this platform is amazing, and it's Ethereum based. So if you're a fan of ETH, this is a no-brainer play in my opinion, but as always, not financial advice. But make sure you stay tuned to the video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you're notified as soon as this video is released. And we're going to go ahead and get into the starter guide and lessons learned about Carol protocol. So we're over here on Carol.finance. So as always, I like to start this off, and especially with being a 101 video, I want to tell you how to get started. So this is over on the BaseChain. So the BaseChain is pretty much Coinbase's, blockchain where you have all the dApps and everything's going on the blockchain for the Coinbase network. So this is a newer one that utilizes Ethereum. So there's not like a base token or a Coinbase token, anything like that. It utilizes Ethereum, which we know is a blue chip. It's going to appreciate in value. It's number 2 right now in the crypto space. So it's definitely a good one to be backed by. So you have to make sure that you have base Ethereum in your wallet, whether that's Rabby, whether it's Trust, whether it's MetaMask, whatever wallet you use. You want to make sure that you have base Ethereum there. So I'm going to show you the way to do that. My favorite way to do it is through BaseSwap.fi/bridge. And this is going to allow you to bridge over from any of these networks and come over to the BaseChain. Very simple. If you want to use another one, another good one is ChangeNow.io. That one's a little bit more centralized. The fees are going to be a little bit higher, but it is centralized. It's definitely going to be probably your safest option. But with that, you're going to pay a little bit more in fees. So you definitely have to choose which one you want there. I've used BaseSwap.fi to get my assets over from Pulse, or actually not Pulse, but Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, all those chains. I've been able to get base Ethereum from using this bridge. So super simple. All you'd have to do is choose whatever network you're coming from, whatever asset you want to bridge over, and then make sure that you're using the base network here, which is at the bottom. And then from there, you can choose what you want to bridge over. Probably best just to use USDC. I think that's the only option that's available. And then you can convert it from USDC to Ethereum. So once you have your Ethereum in your wallet, you have to come over here to Carol.finance. There's going to be 3 tabs here. I'm going to explain every single tab so you can understand exactly what's going on over here and why we're making so many gains on Carol Finance. I'm loving Carol right now. She's my main thing right now. I can't even lie. So once you have some Ethereum over here, as you can see, I have 0.4163. You are able to bond Carol. So pretty much when you bond Carol, what that's going to do is it's going to take the Ethereum that you're contributing here to the contract and it's going to turn it into Carol tokens. So for example, if you do 0.1, that is going to convert this to 9,396 Carol at current price. And there's even a promotion going on. So if you do at least 0.1, I'm doing a promotion in which you're going to get a 2,000 Carol bond for free, which at current price is right around 30 to 35 bucks. So just by contributing 0.1, you are automatically getting a 2,000 Carol bond for free. Super easy, and just some incentive for you to get into the project if you decide that's what you want to do. So we'll do that just like I was getting in new. 0.1 here, it's going to turn that to 9,096 Carol, and it's going to be vested for 30 days. Now, as it says here, upon completion of the vesting period, you will receive 30% in additional in tokens to the amount of your initial bond. So whatever this amount is, you're actually going to get 30% on top of that at the end of the 30-day vesting period. Now, that's one thing that you can do. You can just bond Carol and just hold it for 30 days, and then you're going to get 30% profit on top of any kind of price appreciation with the Carol token. So that's one thing that you can do. The second thing, if you want to level your game up, you want to go to the next step, you can stake your Carol. So for example, if I would have made that bond, my available bond would show here. And then from there, you're pretty much creating a liquidity pair to be able to stake it. So I would take that bond, I would pair it up with the same USD value amount of Ethereum, and then I would be able to buy a bond. So what that's going to do, for example, as we saw on the last screen, if we got 0.1, that's going to be $157. So what it would do is it would take that Carol that you got from that bond, and then you would contribute the same amount, so $157 worth of Ethereum, and then it is going to create a stake for you. So then what's going to happen is once it creates a stake for you, it's going to bring it down here, as you can see with the multiple stakes that I have created. And what that is going to do is that's going to allow you to earn Carol dividends every single day. So the difference is if you just buy a bond and you don't stake it, then you're pretty much locked up for 30 days. And then once 30 days is up, you're going to get your investment plus 30% additional Carol tokens on top of that. But if you decide to come here and stake it, then what you're going to do is be able to earn dividends every single day. And I definitely think that's the play, but they're both good options just depending on whatever route that you want to go. So as you can see here, I have 3 stakes. It tells you exactly how many days it's been staked. It tells you exactly how much you're getting every single day, and it tells you how much you've earned so far. So with this, you see that the max staking income is 150%. So that means that you would get 150% of this amount at the end of that stake. So once it hits 150% of this amount, that stake is done, because that is one good sustainable thing about this project. It's not going to keep printing for you, indefinitely. It is going to pay you out 150% of your stake, and then it is closed off. So you have multiple options there. Do you want to earn 150% of your stake here and then have daily dividends? Or do you just want to create a bond and then hold it, and then at the end of that 30-day vesting period, then you have 130% there? I would rather go with the daily dividends because you have access to your money so that you can compound, etc., etc. But that is just explaining the difference in a bond versus a stake. As you can see here, it tells you the total that you have staked, and it tells you how much you've rebonded, how much you've sold, and how much you have claimed, which we're going to talk about here. So this is where your daily dividends will add up. You have the ability to rebond. So if I wanted to rebond this amount, I would be able to hit rebond, and then it's going to show that amount here available. So if I were to do 1529, just like we're creating a bond on the other screen, it is going to give you 30% because it is vested for 30 days. So that means I would actually get 1987.7 Carol here. And then from there, if I want to pair that bond up, the bond would show here, and then you would pair it up with the same USD value amount of Ethereum, and then now it will be staked. So it allows you to hyper compound your position if you do plan on compounding, or you could just rebond, and then you could just hold that bond for 30 days, and then you're going to get 130% of that amount, which it already tells you exactly how much you would get at the end of that 30-day vesting period, which we said is 1987.7 Carol tokens. So that explains that. If you want to sell, which I have done one sell because I wanted to take a little bit of profit and just make sure that everything was running smoothly, and it was very smooth like butter, and I was able to sell. So what it did was it took my available tokens, and you can choose how much you want to sell. You don't have to sell everything that you have. So if I wanted to sell, 765 tokens, I could do 50%, 25, 10, max, whatever. And it's going to convert that to Ethereum for you. So this is literally a super simple way for you to get Ethereum in your wallet. And I want to get as much Ethereum as possible because we know that it's a blue chip token. Like I said, it's the #2 crypto market cap thing out there. So why not get as much Ethereum as possible? This is another super important place to look at your daily income. So this number can fluctuate. It'll always at least be 2% because that is the base. There is a liquidity bonus. So for every 25 ETH in the liquidity pool on BaseSwap.fi, the daily yield will increase by 0.1. So the best place to go to track that number that I have found is Dex Screener. And then you just look up the Carol token. And if you just scroll down here, you will see that it tells you exactly how much pooled ETH is currently in the protocol. So as this number continues to go up, as the protocol grows, so does your daily percentage. So as the protocol grows, that means you're making even more money. Another one to look at here is your hold bonus. So my hold bonus was almost all the way up to 1% because I was holding for multiple weeks, and then I decided to take some profit, so it went back down and reset. But you have the ability to get this all the way up to 2% just by holding your tokens, which is ridiculous. And then your personal bonus here as well. This is just going to be based off the amount of Ethereum that you put into the actual protocol here. It's not going to show it, of course, because the video doesn't want me to be great. But for every 1 Ethereum that you put into this protocol, this is going to increase by, I believe, 0.1. So the max that you could earn every single day, if you were to max out all of these stats here, would be 8%. 8% every single day. But for it to get to that point, that means you'd have to invest a good amount of Ethereum, which I believe is like 20 Ethereum. You would also have to be holding for the max amount of time, which I believe is 40 days. And then the liquidity would have to be a crazy amount, which it definitely has the ability to do it. The more that this project is talked about and the more people see the gains that are being made over here, I definitely think this has a lot of potential to have millions of dollars in the liquidity. And it's just a solid project over on the BaseChain. So you have total liquidity here. So it's at 110,000. So this thing was a lot lower when I first talked about it. So we talked about it 2 weeks ago, and I believe it was at 50K. Actually, it was at 48K liquidity. And now this thing is almost doubled. It's definitely doubled. It's almost tripled already. So this thing is definitely growing. Like I said, there's a lot of people covering this as well. So we love to see growth like this in a good protocol that has a good team. There's a couple projects that they worked on before. I'm hearing that it was, BNB Hives, those different games, which I was a huge fan of. So also that helps me too, because I know that those protocols, they never had any issues with them. The only thing was it just ran out of funds. And that was more so because of the community. People started claiming, et cetera, et cetera. But this is a lot better of a project, and they have a roadmap that we're going to be talking about. So really excited to see that they're back in the game and they're killing it with Carol. As if that was not enough, they have an incentive program here as well, which if you have a community or have a couple friends who want to get into this protocol and start making some money as well, you can share your link. As you see, I have shared my link and I have 3.43 Ethereum from the people that have signed up underneath me. And then I've invited 9 people. I'm at a 5%. So once you get past 5, you're at 7. Once you get past, I believe, 10 or 15, then you're at 9. So the more that you can get in here from telling people about this project, the better it's going to be for you. And it pays you out straight to your wallet in Ethereum, which is amazing. But I just want to take a moment just to thank every single person, every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people who decided to click this link. I truly appreciate it. It means the world to me that people actually watch my videos, they subscribe to the videos, and then they even take it a step further and click a link to help your boy out. So I truly appreciate it. Anybody who clicks that link, uses my link, you are truly appreciated. That's from the bottom of my heart. So we're also going to talk about something that is very bullish. They actually released their roadmap for the next year. So we're definitely going to take a look at that and say some comments about it and see exactly what's going on with Carol Protocol in the future. So if you haven't already, make sure that you go over to twitter.com/Carol_protocol. There is a fake Carol Protocol out there. That's how you know that you made it, when you have fake pages and people trying to create fake accounts. Make sure that it's Carol_protocol. That is the official Twitter. But as you can see, we have a lot of other content creators making videos about it. But what we want to look at is the documentation here specifically for Carol, and it talks about the roadmap. So as you know, it has already passed the second quarter as well as the third quarter, and they have already started working on the fourth quarter things here. So this is the community at the heart of development. So they are planning on creating a DAO-like structure, which is really good. If you haven't heard or you haven't read the white paper, they're big on letting the community have a decision with what's going on within the protocol. They don't want to make any major or big changes without there being some kind of DAO system to where it's based off how much, Carol that you have, because that's what you want to do. The people that have a lot of Carol, the people that have invested the most into the project, should definitely have a say in the things that are going on within the community, as well as some of the smaller bag holders still have a voice and still be represented in some of the decisions that are going on. So there's going to be a platform for proposals, so you can submit ideas. They're going to be launching the Carol DAO, organization of AMA sessions, educational material like this. This is literally Carol Protocol 101. And then obviously next year is going to be super, super bullish. They're going to be debuting a Carol DEX. That's going to be amazing. There's going to be trading pairs, which you'll receive exclusive incentives not found on other exchanges, liquidity token locking mechanisms. So a lot of cool things. So definitely make sure that you check this out. I'm going to put it in the description below so that you can just read through what's going on with Carol, and you can see that this is not just a one-stop shop. They are truly wanting to create a good project for the BaseChain, and that is something that we definitely need over here on this side. And I think that the BaseChain in general hasn't seen all the visibility that it's going to see. So you can just imagine just being associated with Coinbase in the first place. That's going to bring a lot of eyes. So if there's something like this that has a DEX, that has us earning daily dividends, Ethereum every single day, no brainer, this is going to be a killer project. But with that, I really just wanted to really go over some of the basics so that everyone understands what you can do with this protocol. You have the option to either bond and then just hold your bond for 30 days, and then you get 130% of your Carol value. Or you can do a stake, as I showed here, which would just require you to take the bond that you made initially, pair it up with the same USD value of Ethereum, and then you'd be able to stake it and then get daily dividends. Also, make sure that you listen back and explain, or my explanation of exactly how the percentage here can change, because pretty much the better of an investor you are in terms of holding and providing liquidity, the better your bonus is going to be. And this can get all the way up to 8%, which is ridiculous. And then of course we have the amazing incentive program over here. So I'm going to put my link in the comment section, and it's going to be pinned as well as the description. So if you want to use my link, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. It means the world to me, especially being a smaller YouTuber. Anything makes a difference. So I truly appreciate anyone who does use that link. And then of course we talked about the roadmap, all the bullish things here, a DEX, a Carol DEX. That's going to be sexy. I gotta say it. So with that, we're gonna close out the video for today. Hopefully you found this educational and informational in terms of the things that you wanted to learn about Carol Protocol. If there's anything that I missed or any kind of questions that you have, feel free to join the Bag Builder Telegram. Come ask your questions there, or you could always go over to the Carol Protocol Telegram as well and ask your questions there. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, make sure that bell button so you're notified as soon as these videos are released. Make sure that you continue to support the social media we have at SCrypto101. That's going to be X, Instagram, as well as, what's that last one? Instagram, X. I'm drawing a blank on it. I'm gonna remember when the video's done, but so be it. And then of course, like I said, we have the Bag Builder chat, which is going to be in the pinned comment as well as the description below, where we would always love to have you, because we're always talking about way that we can build our bags as well as get more passive income and reach financial freedom. So with that, we're going to let Carol Protocol continue to kill the game and continue to grow. Who knows, next time we watch this video, it might be at 150,000 liquidity, 200,000 liquidity, who knows? And I'm telling you that this is on the desk of a lot of big YouTubers. So like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, definitely get your position, get in here early, because it's going to be better for you to get in early sooner than later, because once the big swarms start arriving, you already know what that does. That's going to bring a lot of money and a lot of things to the protocol, which are going to be beneficial. So with that, we'll continue to let Carol do the thing for us that we enjoy the most in the world, and that is building our bags.